Hey, Life Groups, welcome back to week 2 of our Denied series. And have you ever felt like life just doesn't stop? Like even when you should be resting, your mind keeps going and your schedules just stay full, your spirit just feels tired. Well, this week we talked about something ancient, but something that is incredibly relevant to us even today, and that is Sabbath. And at its core, Sabbath simply means to stop, to rest, to cease from work. And this wasn't our idea, right? It was God's. And in Genesis chapter 2, God finished creation and then he rested, not because he was tired, but he paused to say that this is good. Sabbath was never about exhaustion, it was about enjoyment, about reflection and trust. Later in Exodus 16, we see people practicing Sabbath for the first time. God provided enough for 6 days and extra for the 7th, so they could simply rest. Then in Exodus chapter 20, it became a command. Remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. But over time, something changed. What started as a gift quickly became a burden. The people added rule after rule, 39 categories of work you couldn't do on the Sabbath. And Sabbath simply became less about resting in God and more about performing for God. Right, and then we get to the New Testament, and in Acts chapter 15, the early church had to decide, do new believers have to follow these old rules and these old laws? And the answer was a clear and resounding no. That we are not saved by rules, we are saved by grace. So the question is, where does that leave Sabbath? And here's the truth. Sabbath is no longer a rule, but it is still a principle that we should consider. Because let's be honest, we're tired, right? We run nonstop, we multitask everything, we are burning the candle at both ends, we rarely slow down, and it's not just affecting our schedules, it's affecting our souls. Our relationship with God and with our family, with people that we love are all affected, and we all suffer when we don't rest. And deep down, we wonder, if I stop, will I have everything fall apart? But Sabbath is an act of trust. It says, God, I believe you can handle my life even when I pause and even when I take a break. And Jesus said in Matthew 11, come to me all who are weary and I will give you rest. Not just physical rest, but soul rest. Because, right, a nap is good. We all like naps and vacations are great, but Jesus is our true source of rest. So, what might Sabbath look like for you? Maybe it's a pause each day, maybe a day a week or a slower pace during specific seasons, time to breathe, to be still, to reconnect with God, and to reconnect with each other. But at the end of the day, and really at the end of life, no one wishes that they worked more, but many wish they could have rested more and even loved better. So, maybe it's time to do something different. Maybe it's time to take off the saddle and rest in Him. Enjoy your discussion today.